Y'all, I got notes. Oh my goodness. Child. Oh my God. This was a good episode of Love After Lockup. Like, I ain't even gonna cap. I don't even know where to start. But I guess I could start with the intro. So welcome to Leah D TV, where we kiki about reality TV. If you love TV and want to joke and laugh about all the drama you see, hit that subscribe button, baby, and get comfy. Okay, so we are going to start with Stan and Lisa, okay? So Stan goes to the park and he's sitting on a bench, right? Real dramatic, like. And he's reminiscing about his wife. He's giving very much Forrest Gump and Jenny, okay? She passed away a couple years ago. And Stan, he probably would still be with his wife if she hadn't passed away. But my thing was, why was Stan looking thicker than a Snicker sitting on that bench? Did y'all see him in them gray sweatpants? He looked like all he eat is collard greens and cornbread. That's all he eat. He don't eat nothing else. And he looks soft. Ciao, bye. So then we see Lisa. She's at home. She's checking all Stan's social media. And she decides to make a fake profile to trick Stan and go ahead and seduce his little self. So she messages Stan, likes a couple pics. And of course, Stan reached out to her and waved back at her after she was liking some pics. So he on his way driving home. At first he was like, I want to fix this with Lisa. I love Lisa. This is what he's saying. Then all we hear is ding, ding, ding. He getting messages from Lisa, a.k.a. Jasmine, or whatever the name was. So he messaged back. Whole time he's a thirst box. Lisa's like, oh, all right, I got your ass now. Got your ass. So she got him. And she caught him with his wig slipping. Stan messages fake Lisa, asking her, what are you into sexually wise? Can we get dinner? All this old man talk. And the whole time he's driving, so he's eager. He couldn't even wait till he got in the driveway to message back. He like, I'm about to drive, and if I crash while texting this random woman back, it is what it is. Stan is a thirst box. So Lisa whole time on the computer, she like, yeah, I'm about to whoop his ass, period. Soon as him and that toupee walk through the door, it's on and popping. Don't even worry about that. So Lisa gonna go ahead and tap that ass, and I can't wait to see it. And not in a good way, Stan, because we know you like different things. Not in a good way, tap that ass in a different type of way. So now let's talk about Amber and Puppy. So we've seen a lot of Amber and Puppy this episode. Amber is not answering phone calls from Sammy since he left her at the bar. She is still teed off about that. Puppy shows up at Amber's place, and Amber told Puppy that Sammy really just popped off on her and she's really not feeling him. She's over it. She's donezo. We all know that's cap. Even Puppy knows it's cap. Puppy starts packing his stuff and she's reading his cards, and she roasted him on how he was sucking on that hookah. Puppy was like, did you see the way he sucked on that hookah? Baby, it took me out, baby. I don't know if she was trying to insinuate he do drugs or what, but they showed a flashback of him sucking on that hookah. Baby, took me out. So Puppy is trying to get Amber to really prove that she's over Sammy. And Amber's like, well, I do get lonely. And I'm just looking around Amber's apartment, and the whole time it looks like an Airbnb I was going to get when I went to Atlanta for Freaknik. I don't want y'all to know too much, about my business, but I was going to go to Freaknik. I'm just playing, y'all. But yeah, it looks like an Airbnb I seen, but it's cute. If it's not an Airbnb, it's cute. Even if it is, shoot, it's cute. Puppy brings Amber to this place where she can burn all his items. Child. And they gonna record it. Sammy is gonna bring y'all next. Period. Sammy is not the one. He got mad because somebody bought a drink. You think he's the type of guy where you could burn his stuff? Oh, okay. Y'all like to play with fire. Just wait till Sammy and his face see this. It's on and popping. The fact that Puppy knew the owner of this place gave me very much arsenic vibes. Why do you know him? And he know you by name. Child, you come there often, don't you, puppy? I see you, girl. Quick to light a fire. Moving on, let's talk about Dirty John and Kristina. Ooh, child. So we see John, he's in the middle of a road, like a random road, and he's calling Kristina's sister. He tells her that she's not allowed to come to the wedding, and if she comes, he swears to God, if she comes, he's done. She don't care. She want him to be done anyway. She want him for herself. Is that supposed to be a threat to her? She'll probably show up like, yeah. So are you leaving now? Because what? I don't care. I think they had sex. I don't know. He's hiding something. Because if Kristina knew everything, then he wouldn't not want her to come to the wedding. He's Dirty John, real secretive and whatnot. So Kristina tells John that Terra didn't meet up with her. Kristina says that she's fighting demons. And she feels like Terra might be fighting some of those same demons. Whole time when they was talking about demons, I was just thinking of John, because John had just got off the phone with her and told her not to come. Child, he could be the demon we all are speaking of. John is with his elder and they begin a prayer. John says that he was praying for Terra. Yeah, sure. Dirty John, I believe he went ahead and either something happened. And it's a lot between flirting and sex. So y'all could think of what that is. Dirty John says, I'm not exactly husband of the year. Newsflash, we knew that. Why is he so scared for Terra to come to this wedding? Baby, I need the truth to come out. I hope Terra show up. Oh, I hope she show up. So that could just take all the dirt right off Dirty John. Now let's talk about Brittany and Ray a little bit. So Brittany wants to go to a fertility doctor to find out why her and Ray haven't had a baby yet after trying a terribly long time of 2 months. So they go to the doctor and they sit down with the nurse, and the nurse asks, has she ever been pregnant before? And she states that 13 years ago she had an ectopic pregnancy, and they had to remove one of her tubes, her fallopian tubes. So that could cause her, to have a little bit more of an issue getting pregnant. She decided, I feel like she just wanted to go to the doctor because she could have told him that at home. That happened a long time ago. It wasn't her fault. She, a lot of women go through it. It's something she could have explained to Ray at home. But because she's Brittany, she had to bring him all the way to this doctor for him to find out something so simple. And anyway, 2 months is not that long to have tried for a baby. You need to give yourself time, Brittany. But I did feel bad for her. And Ray, he's worried because he wants kids and whatnot. But, yeah, Brittany, just relax, babe. Just relax. You'll be all right. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about Brittany and Mars, because we ain't see a lot of them, and I ain't write a lot for them. So Mars says he can't believe what Brittany did when she broke into that man's house. Like, that was crazy, but it's called privilege. Brittany says, let's talk outside. Mars is like, no, I don't want to go outside. I'm over this argument. So she decides to walk into the pool all dramatically with her clothes on. He, of course, comes out to apologize, and yeah. So that's all I got from them. Moving on, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the review. Lacey and Shane. Lord. I wrote some. Child, let's get into it. I can't. So they on their way to lie detector land, and Shane looks nervous. Like, I was like, okay, he looked a little unsettled. Like, what? The lie detector man interviews Lacey first. She wants to know, has he been flirting, and why he doesn't want to have, smash. Why he doesn't want to smash. The lie detector man says that he has to ask it in a way of, has he been cheating with a man or a woman, just to make sure that everybody's in the clear, right? So he also says that if he gets one question wrong, then he'll fail the entire test. So I feel like the lie detector test was invasive, not just his, but just in general, because he had to swing his arm out at the end. I was like, ooh, that's like they taking blood or something. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I think he failed, right? This was before I knew the results. I thought that he failed just by how nervous he was looking as the guy was asking him questions. But I didn't think that he actually went ahead and full out cheated, like inserted himself into someone else. I don't think he did that. So Lacey and Shane sent down with the lie detector man, and the lie detector man says that it's 2 reactions that Shane had to 2 questions. He said that one of the questions were, are you hiding a secret from your wife that you don't want her to find out? And another one was that Shane reached out to a man for sexual purposes. This blew my cat back blue, my muffin top cat back blue. Baby, my mouth dropped. What? So, and the last thing was Shane lied about his location. So Shane's like, so are you saying I'm lying? The man was like, I am, period. I was like, okay, little lie detector man, you ain't scared of nobody. We see you. So in that moment, I was like, oh, Lacey, because Lacey really looked sad and she didn't know how to really process it. So he says, but the lie detector man did say that he hasn't full out cheated, though. Is he sneaky and hiding stuff? Yes, but he hasn't cheated, as I suspected. So the producer asked Lacey, would it bother you if he was bisexual? And she's like, yeah, it would. So Shane says, he has an OnlyFans and he communicates with guys and girls for the purpose of getting money. So that could have made it seem like he's actually interested in these guys because the question is very vague. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense to me because I was dumbfounded when they said he liked men. I don't know. He just doesn't give me like that vibe but you never know. You never know. So Lacey comes back in the room and the lie detector guy explains to her that he didn't know that Shane had an OnlyFans where he's actually paid to communicate with men, probably send them pictures, and I guess meet up. I don't know about the meet up stuff. That's a bit much, but I guess meet up. So Shane says, yeah. So give her a mother poly test. And Lacey was like, do you want me to take a polygraph test? What are you going to ask me? And he's like, I'll tell him what to ask you right now. So she's like, well, do you really want to know? What do you want to know? You want to know if I cheated since Summer's been born? What do you want to know? I was like, oh, So it was the drama of it all for Lacey and Shane for me. I mean, they really brought it this episode. Do I think Shane cheated? Nah. Do I think his explanation made perfect sense? It was no holes in it or nothing. If that's what he got to do to make a buck, baby, we know he ain't working right now, so that's what he got to do. If you enjoyed the review, go ahead and give me a like. Go ahead and start kikiing in the comments about what you thought of tonight's episode. And don't forget to subscribe before you head out. Until my next review, I'll see you then. Ta-ta.